Oh, my aspect ratio's off. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everyone's had a really good week. 1 second. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it does that, like every time I go to stream. It does it whether I try and fix it before I stream or not. So, but yeah, hope everybody's had a really good week. Happy Friday, and hello Silver, hello Jags, how's it going? How are you guys doing? Happy Friday! Yay! I don't know about you guys, but it has been a very, very, very long week. So I am very, very excited that it is Friday. So, and also let me know about volume levels. Streamlabs did an update and everything just kind of went wah. So it forgot like all of my settings. So that's fun. But if I'm screaming at you or something, let me know and I can turn down the mic volume. Doing okay, thanks. Glad it's very, very glad it's the weekend. Yay! So hope you had a good week otherwise, it being a work week. But yeah. Let's see. I don't remember what I was doing. Why am I in this town? I don't remember why I'm here. But oops, I switched my dudes. I didn't want to fight them.
I'll take that.
So as I level up, I guess my percentage changes. Chillin'? Nice. I hope that your weekend's off to a really good start. It's probably getting close to the end of your Friday, like almost like midnight, probably. Or it is midnight. My sense of time is completely messed up right now because we just had our time change this last Sunday. So I don't know what time it is anywhere anymore. It's amazing. I'm like, wait, what time is it? So, right. So these guys are a little high, the 18. I was thinking I would come over here and try maybe this one, because it looks like it's Throne and Temenos together. And it's level 16. Should be pretty safe. Hopefully. That's right, I had business here. Yeah. So, let's do theirs. Hey Spade, how's it going? How are you doing? Welcome in.
Though I suppose there's nothing really sweet about it.
A cathedral.
Yeah, I don't think Throne spent a lot of time in a cathedral.
Not really.
Doing good at
I
work
just remembered
currently.
something.
Hope the rest of your workday goes by really quickly. And happy Friday. Yay! Hope your Friday's going well. Thank you for coming and hanging out.
A rumor of treasure hidden within a cathedral. There's not a thief out there who doesn't love treasure.
Is that a coin? Only a fool cares for charred
1
coin.
second, my thing's not muted.
Reach
There we
into the
go.
fire and you'll get burned.
No good thief fears a little fire.
Have you played any of Octopath Traveler?
I once made a bet with my companions on whether the rumors were true or not. The treasure was called Alpatis.
Alpatis. That name does sound familiar. Well, you've
Put a bit of
certainly
it on the
piqued my
Switch.
interest.
Nice.
Then what say we
I haven't
investigate,
played the first
detective?
one.
I would love to, but alas, I am a messenger of the gods, and you...
I'm loving the second one though.
I'm not looking to steal anything. I just want to see if the rumors are true.
So you say, but something tells me you have other motives.
Yeah. I'm very bad at finishing JRPGs though. Yeah, I feel you on that one. For me, it's either because they're too time consuming or I get to that final boss and I either just don't want to do it because I know it's the end of the game, which sounds weird, or I can't do it because that final boss is kicking my butt. I've had that happen. But that is one thing that I've liked about streaming them is it makes me finish them. I was streaming Final Fantasy I, the Pixel Remaster, not too long ago, and that final boss, when I first went in there, Chaos totally kicked my butt. And I was like, damn it. And I ended up looking up what I was missing, because like it wasn't, getting to him was super easy, super easy, but then he just wiped the floor with me. And it's like, you've got, what? So it turned out I was missing 2 of like the best spells that I needed. And I came back and finished it. Otherwise, I probably would have just been like, well, screw this. But it's like, no, I want my revenge. It's like, he totally kicked my butt. But that part's been really nice, as I finished a couple of them now. So I'm still working on Final Fantasy II, the Pixel Remaster. I do plan to go back to that just in case anybody is interested in Final Fantasy II. But I know Final Fantasy II is not everybody's favorite. It kind of is one of the more unpopular ones because of the leveling. But I'm enjoying it, so it's been nice.
I don't.
JRPGs are a big
Very
time
well then,
investment.
Throne. Let the
Yeah.
search for clues begin.
Oh my gosh, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's kept me, I guess, not honest. That's not the right word, but it's kept me on it. Like, it's like, oh, okay, I will finish these. Let's see. That's not the right button. I keep pressing that to open this menu, because in one of the other games, maybe it was Tales of Berseria, one of the other games, I'm constantly pressing that button to open the menu, and that's not the case. Just going through making sure everybody has anything. Okay, so where's the save point? Over here? Sure, it's not the cleanest room, but it was so cheap I couldn't say no. What? Get out of my way!
Good night.
She's brutal. Oh, wow, he's got 2 chests in here. Guard shields. I'm not even gonna leave the scene of the crime. I'm just gonna start equipping my new stuff right here. Do the hand-me-downs. Sorry about that. Is nothing personal? Okay, let's see. Hello. A treasure in the cathedral? Never heard of anything like that. Okay, I can't use any of my things. Oh, he's 3 strength and I've got to... Oh no, okay.
Time for some questions.
I'm glad I saved. Okay. 6 shields? Oh man, okay. Forgetful old... I'm beating up a forgetful old man. But he just tried to split me open, so I guess it's okay. Damn.
Oh dear. Repent. Now die.
Got it. I feel really bad about that. I just noticed that Steam has a spring sale going on. Yes, they've got some. I think I got an email that said 20 plus games on my wish list were on sale. There's some pretty decent ones on there. I don't remember. I didn't read that. Shit. I don't remember what it said was on there though.
I suppose I could tell you about it. The Pontiff wants
The music volume seems a lot louder than the dialogue to me.
How intriguing.
but we must speak elsewhere.
Steel Penguin, thank you for the resub. How are you doing? Happy Friday.
May the sacred flame guide us. Or something.
Or something.
Ah, yes. Guiding is Temenos' specialty.
Okay, I want to save because I don't want to have to beat up a forgetful old man again. Oh, I feel a little bad about that. Right. Let's go ahead and have him heal himself just because I don't know what's coming. Pretty good. Weekend is finally here. Yay, weekend. This has been a long ass week. So I'm very, very glad that it's the weekend. I don't know why I just switched that. Oh, because I need to guide him.
Come,
See, I know
my
what I was
wayward
doing.
lad.
Take me to the Pontiff's chambers. We can talk there. Okay. Your current companion, younger twin, will return after you part with your new companion, former carpenter. Okay, so he's not a forgetful old man anymore. So yeah, I guess as I level up, my percentages get a little better. Hopefully. Or maybe that's just I haven't stolen from these people yet. I'm not sure I've actually been here on anybody else. No, I was. Well, actually, I don't know. I was here on Temenos. They do? Okay.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I was here. This is where I picked up Temenos. We met him over here somewhere. Everything is pretty much 100% at the end of the game. That'll be nice for weirdos like me that don't like to steal if it's under 100%. Oh, I can't steal those. Why can't I steal those? There's nothing. Oh, yeah, there's a baby in here. I remember that. Why did they leave the baby in here all by himself? Like, I feel like someone should be in here with the baby. Let's see. I failed so many 80%, so I can kind of understand. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, maybe don't sprint. I like this train that we got going on. I failed the 96% screw. Oh, that's not fair. 96%. That 4% will get you.
Out of my way.
I like that emote. I'm biased, but I hope you guys enjoy the emotes. So. Okay, so he's not weak to anything for her. Well, she doesn't normally attack anyway. I have him do this. Break him.
All according to plan.
Ready? Well, well. Easy. All tidied up.
Thank you. I have a lot to learn on my drawing. but I'm actually smelling popcorn right now. So that's kind of funny. Let's see. Is that a cat with a sombrero? It's actually supposed to be a bit of a witch's hat, but I thought that too. It looks like in the sub badge, it looks kind of like a either like a jester's hat or a sombrero. I've thought that too. Sub badges they're freaking hard because they're just so tiny. Getting something that's recognizable. I'm still thinking of something I can do for a sub badge. So I have the cat's. It's supposed to be a witch's hat. It looks a bit more like a witch's hat in the big one. And then for bit badges, because I wanted something to go along with that, I made actual like their witch's hats. Those show up a lot better. At least I hope they do. It's one of those things, once you know what it looks like, you see it, and you kind of can't unsee it. But I kept drawing that thing and resizing it, and yeah. I was like, does it look like it? Does it look like it?
I'll take that.
I want it to be cat related somehow, and that's what I ended up with. So.
I'll take.
Yeah, I remember being here. I guess I couldn't see all this stuff. I also feel like it's gonna be nighttime soon. You're a merchant. I can't steal from you. Okay, that is everybody that I'm seeing. Oh no, I missed you. Haha. Ooh.
I'll take
None
that.
of you use spears, but Partitio does. No, don't ambush. I just tried to ambush the poor lady. Just knock her out in the middle of the cathedral. You would think the others would get a little upset with you for doing that. That doesn't hurt your reputation. To like just knock them out in the middle of this populated area. But yeah. Scrutinizing them with 96%, that's what gets you.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
She was just sitting there minding her own business and I was about to murder, yeah. It's like, oh, sorry, wrong button. Yeah, surprisingly, mugging doesn't drop reputation, but provoke does, yeah. Okay, let me save, just so that if there's a boss fight and I die, I don't have to steal from all these people and possibly murder some by accident. Accidental murder, man. Accidentally ambushing people.
Will this area suffice, good sir?
Yes, thank you. This may look like an ordinary bookshelf, but the mischievous gods couldn't help themselves.
Well,
The whole passage behind a bookcase.
Now then, my job here is done. Do Do with this knowledge what you will. And may the sacred flame light your path.
Or something.
What a strange old man. Let's go, Temenos.
Well, we did kind of beat him up, so.
Perhaps His Holiness wasn't so holy after all. But to go so far just to hide a single treasure?
Maybe it's a really awesome treasure.
Are you coming or not, detective?
Goodness, it's not easy working with thieves.
Your former companion has returned. Okay, so we've got that person back. What am I doing? Miscellaneous. Settings. Voice is set higher.
Octopath Traveler.
Let's do that. Because to me, the music in some of these scenes seems really loud by comparison to the voices. Oh no, don't discard. Apply. Let's see. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, old and have bad hearing. I don't know. Oh wait, I can sprint in here. Whee! Wait, what? That's cool. I like this. You can look at the stained glass. That's pretty cool. Okay, sorry. Am I wanting to go up? I think it wants me to go up. Yeah. What is all this stuff that I'm looting? Reduces... What does everybody else have? 30? What is Angel's Ring? Yeah. Why wouldn't I put that on? Put that on. Oh, and he doesn't even have one. Jeez. I hope I don't die. I don't want to have to remember to go back and do that again. I wish Optimize would equip your accessories. That would be helpful.
Who goes there?
Someone's
Just a
here.
thief and
What
an
shall we do,
inquisitor.
Temenos?
Knock her out.
I am an agent of the Pontiff, or so you could say.
Oh, a friend of His Holiness? My sincerest apologies. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Alpatis.
You are Alpatis?
So Alpatis isn't a treasure?
Oh. Well,
My clan has taken the Alpatis name for generations.
I do like the music in
The
this
Pontiff
game.
has safeguarded us here for
There.
years. No one comes but to bring us food.
You've been here your whole life? Like a caged bird.
Yeah, that kind of sounds
A
awful.
caged bird? I suppose you could say that. Speaking of His Holiness, I haven't seen him lately. Is he well?
I'm afraid the Pontiff is no longer with us.
Ah, I see.
What are you looking at? Are we such an unusual sight?
I feel, I don't know.
I can see a flame burning within you.
A flame?
Yes, it burns within both of you. It seems the time has come for me to fulfill my mission. There is something I must leave with you. Please, take this.
So we finally get to see the treasure.
That's where the thief
This is
mind goes.
quite a cloudy mirror, or at least
A piece of one. I didn't push
Is
that.
this meant to be treasure? It looks more like
Now, Throne, I thought you said you hadn't other motives for coming.
Dang.
I must return to my clan to fulfill my mission.
Your mission? Just where are you going? Careful. You can barely stand. Perhaps you should rest before going on your way.
Thank you. Yes, your heart is warm indeed. Let us meet again someday. You too? Do you hope for the dawn?
That was a strange encounter.
I never suspected a broken mirror to be the treasure. Just who was that woman?
7 years bad luck.
The Pontiff kept her a secret, even from me. She must be very important. Should we have stopped her? I wonder what her mission was.
It doesn't matter. It looks like there was no treasure in the end. The rumor was false.
Alpatis, the treasure hidden in a cathedral. Shrouded in mystery. Said
I
to
don't
have
know,
been
she
left
seems
behind
kinda
by
cool.
the gods.
Must not have been very important then.
I'm tired of all these tall tales. Aren't you, Throne?
I almost forgot about Donnie.
No, I think it's true. That's what my gut tells me.
Your guts
Feel
never
kinda
stood us
bad.
wrong before. Let's say we have a bet.
Let's. I say that there is a treasure.
Then we bet there's not.
Nah, of course you do.
Even you, Piero?
Every thief knows it's best to play it safe.
How perfectly dull of you.
Like taking risks ever did us any favors.
Well, we'll find out the truth if the gods decide to show us any favor.
I'll hold on to these until then.
Hold it all you like, Throne. Just don't steal it, alright?
It'd be kind of cool if you got to know a little bit more about Donnie, I guess.
Well, my friends, it looks like I lost our bet.
Throne?
Let's go, Temenos. There's nothing left for us here.
Goodness, it's truly not easy working with thieves.
I don't know, maybe the mirror has something really cool. Okay, so I guess that part of it is done. No big mean boss at the end of that one. That was kind of cool. So far, I've really liked their stories. You're level 18. You're 14. This one's orange. Why is this one orange? And his one over here is not. It was short and sweet. Yep. It's kind of bittersweet there at the end, seeing all of her old companions. That one is green. Oh, okay, because of her. Okay. I was wondering if maybe that meant like the orange light, it was too hard for me right now, and maybe the green one wasn't. Has some optional thingies he can do, which are orange. Okay. Can I teleport there? Let's go see if I'll get my butt kicked. But it's sort of mandatory. Okay. I probably need him in my party. But that also kind of looks like a town. So let's go down here. I didn't think about that. He's not in my party right now. Is there a tavern? I need to switch. Hello? Change party. I guess you. This is gonna be hard because I actually really like my normal team. So switching them out, I don't want to. Hello. Ooh, 100% now. Haha. I know that I can teleport a little bit closer. The reason I'm not doing that is I figure Partitio is a little bit behind. So
My turn.
I will let him catch up just a little bit. Yeah, that's the worst part, is getting used to a group of 4 and then having to switch someone else in. Yeah, so I don't want to. Why am I trying to use her?
Well, well.
I forgot Partitio starts with a bonus boost. Yay! Beast Lore. She should have, yes.
Come on then. Let's just finish this.
Break them.
Here goes.
Okay, you.
Arrow of fortune.
Let me see what that does. 5? That seems decent, because you don't really get that much JP at the end of a fight. I don't know. I mostly just wanted to see what it did.
I take what I want.
Sorry, I was waiting for it to auto advance because I have been spoiled. It's based on damage, so that number gets higher later on. Nice. Okay. I was making sure I didn't have any. I kind of wish it announced a little bit whenever you were ready to have a skill. I haven't noticed it anyway. Where am I going? This is not the right way.
Ready?
These skills. I keep going to that like it's gonna. Yeah.
Well, well.
And I miss Oswald with his analyze, his study thing.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on then.
Break him.
Finish this.
Here goes.
He doesn't have one that hits everything. No.
Oh
Wow.
dear. There.
Right. Akala.
Leave it to
Cleaning
Akala.
time. I take what I want.
Okay. It's coming back down. See how this goes. I don't know how dangerous this walk is gonna be.
Hunt or be hunted.
My turn.
I wanted to level him up a little bit, but I am so much more comfortable with the other guy.
Well, well.
Let's go. Go on then. Time to finish this.
Here goes. Where was I?
Oh, the other one was weak to.
Ready?
Oops. Might want to switch tonight sometime since Throne and Temenos get buffed, but yes. Yeah. I forgot they do that. That's not the right one. Also, the nighttime music is pretty, yes.
Go on then.
Do you get stronger enemies at night? I don't want that.
I'm hungry.
And he give me rotten meat? Ew. Yeah. I always kind of assume the stuff you fight at night is stronger. I think it's this way. I think I've been up there. Apparently I've been up here too though. I think they're a little stronger, but the buffs overcompensate. Let's give it a go. We've got Joe back there if, you know, things get bad, so.
Ready?
Oh, I don't know what their weaknesses are. I don't have Oswald. Haven't fought these. Let's find out. Not that one.
My prey awaits. Akala. Sorry.
Beers.
Bring it on.
Bring it.
To work. Take that.
Too slow. Cleaning time.
Let's
I'm just getting warmed up.
not spares.
Akala. Got it.
Oh.
Over here.
Oh dear.
Yeah, just hit it.
Very well. Take that. Yeah.
Ready?
And you.
Here we go.
You want that one? I don't think he's super strong though. We're gonna go with Kala.
Akala.
Which I actually meant to boost that, but I
Here
didn't.
goes.
She's not weak to that, but let's do this.
Take this. Ah! Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. I like him. I like Partitio. Like I said, he's one of the ones that I expected to not like at the beginning, before I played him. But nah, I like him pretty well. He's pretty cool. It's more because he was a merchant, and I just kind of, out of all the classes, to me, merchant, I'm like, I don't know if I'll like that. And I didn't have any experience with the first one, so...
I suggest you get out of my way.
Let's go.
The night, this battle music makes me feel like I'm in over my head. I was like, oh no, it's playing like the serious music.
Go on then.
Ready? Well, well. That's your
From the first one, didn't think I'd like her, but she's a pretty fun character. Yeah. I like that. I would much rather be surprised that, like, oh, this is really good. I don't know what I want you to do.
Arrow of fortune. Got it.
8.
Where was I? Blaze on, O sacred flame. March.
Okay, only one of them's weak to that.
Here we go. Huh? Akala.
Ready?
Eat this.
Wow, she's not messing around with him.
Where was I? Holy light, illuminate the darkness. Fighting is not what I do.
Partitio leveled. There's a chest up there.
Time to clean up the filth.
You surprised your foe and blinded them. I don't think he was weak to bows, Anna.
Right. Go on then.
Ready? Well, well.
So, you guys have played Octopath Travelers 1 and now 2. Based on your knowledge from 1, were there any characters that you expected to not like in this one? Based on the first one?
Blaze on, O sacred flame. March.
What to do?
Right.
I thought all of the Octo 1 characters were cool. Okay. I kind of figured. It seems like, I don't know. Seems like if you liked the second one, you would have liked the first one.
To work.
I don't really want him to use that. Plus, he does a decent amount with his.
What I do.
Yeah, I wasn't super into the apothecary from the first one, but complete 180 on this. Yeah. I like the apothecary so far. I've only done a little bit of hers, but she's pretty cool. Is this place different during the day? Hello. Seems you have some stiff. Okay. Ooh, that's expensive. Okay, bye.
Come and get me.
I'm gonna go back to nighttime. I don't like these. I just wanted to see if the area was different. Bows.
Cleaning time.
That was perfect.
Well, well.
We don't have Oswald, but we do have a Kala. See if they're weak to light. Holy light? Is that, they're not. Break him. Oh, she sounded like that really hurt.
Ready?
Yeah. Go ahead and fix
What will
that.
happen?
My prey awaits. Go on then.
I'm gonna sink here.
Bravo, Partitio.
You guys wait to... No. I never remember what I used on him really.
Cleaning time. Playtime's over. Well, well. Who's next?
Cool, 1,000 something. Go Throne.
Right. Akala. Ow!
Nice. I needed him to level. I wanted his SP back. Let's save since we just leveled.
Let's have ourselves a showdown.
Remember that.
Ready? Well, well.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Come on then.
Bring it on.
I still don't know what his third thing down there is. Is it fire?
Hot, ain't it?
No.
That's all. To work.
It's not. It is not fire.
Blaze on, O sacred flame.
We shall break him all the same.
Here we go.
Starting to sound like Temenos.
Come on then.
My turn. I take what I want.
What was this? I don't know what this is. I wanted that chest. I don't know how to get up there. I'll come back for it. I can go in there. It's not like a super dangerous... Oh! There's a kitty! Correct, no monsters. Oh, okay. Oh, the kitty has a fish! That is adorable. How did he catch a fish all the way from up here? This is my new favorite character in this game. Right here. Right here. I shall go back in just a second. I was worried it was a bad place, so I wanted to come save here in the town and possibly heal if I needed to. I could even switch out for Oswald if... Oh god, don't ambush the woman. I'm a little more comfortable with Oswald than I am Partitio. Even though Partitio has Joe. No! No. No! Do not steal 15%. I got a little button happy there. Okay, let's go back and check that out. I want that chest. Oh, that's pretty cool. Chosen hunter, unto thee I grant new power. Domino beast. That sounds very cool. Is that one of her latent power things? Oh no, it's one of these. Right. Raise your physical attack, evasion, and speed for 3 turns. That's pretty cool. Oh. Learn skills. Wait, do I have to learn it? No, someone actually can learn skills. She can. Nullify or cause a foe to act at the end of a turn. I don't know which one would be more useful. Sometimes having them go at the end is good. This is also new in Octopath. They're pretty cool. That part sounded cool. But the nullify one of a single foe's augmenting effects, I have a feeling that doesn't really work on like the fights I would want it to, because I'd be like, this is a boss fight, let me use it, and I feel like it wouldn't work, it wouldn't help me. I'll go with this one. Do I get a new? More rare monsters? Okay, that's cool. Hopefully rare, like, badass monsters. Where did I get that chest? Oh, right here. Ha! How do I get that chest? You walk up to it.
Let's go. Come on then.
Ready? Well, well. Prepare yourself.
I'm just getting warmed up.
The only thing about those shrines is you have to have the correct character, but it's pretty obvious who you need. Yeah. Kinda, yeah, on that one it's like, oh, hunter. I bet I need the apothecary. That wasn't nearly as powerful as I thought it was gonna be.
Blaze on, O sacred flame.
Now I want to know where the other ones are.
Temenos.
But
Come on then.
they may be in areas that I can't get to very easily. Yeah, just attack it.
Take that.
Ready? Eat this.
Very well. Holy light, illuminate the darkness. Fighting is not what I do.
Their icons pop up on your mini-map sometimes while you're just travel around. Okay, that's cool. That's what that little symbol is. Is that what that... I know you guys can't see it because Elf is in the way. But that's what that little... Cool. I will have to keep an eye out for that. Okay, sorry about that. I was getting some... The stream is telling me that I'm having some issues, like almost like I'm not live, but I'm fairly certain I'm live. So oh, all of these guys are way too. Did I already check you? I already checked you. This is kind of, I don't know, very chill music. This does remind me of like a port. I would expect this. A little beach town.
I'll take that.
Stealing from a kid. Yeah, like at a beach resort. Yep. Nah. No, I think I was already in here. Hello. I stole their stuffed toy, and now I'm going to sell it. I'm not very nice. Contains Agnea's savings for her journey, fetches a fair price. Am I okay to sell that, or do I need that for her story at some point? I feel like I need to keep it. That's just free money? Okay. I feel bad selling it. Like it's all of her things. Sorry. I just sold your purse of like hope and stuff. Sorry.
I'll take that.
Who am I stealing from, the guy?
I'll take that.
I think I sold that accidentally without looking. I didn't know it was her savings. Yeah, I feel a little bad about that. Like, can I? Oh, I don't want to. I don't want information. I want behind you. How do you win a cat's heart? You put the food out and then ignore them. That's actually pretty accurate. That is how you win a cat's heart. You put the food out and then you ignore them and they'll come around like, hi, can I have pets? Why are you not petting me? Why are you not trying to pet me? That explains why that cat has a fish over there. Right, it's showing over here.
Ooh, wee, look at that. Guess this area is a shipyard.
How dare you try to pawn off that miserable vessel on me?
Wow.
What? I assure you, sir.
That wretch is the legendary shipwright's apprentice? Unbelievable. Simply unbelievable.
You have my sincerest apologies, sir. I had no idea.
And that ridiculous sum she asked. Does she not even know the market value of a ship?
You have the right of it, sir. Unbelievable. Ridiculous.
This has been a colossal waste of my time. I am furious. Furious! Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
Wait, please.
The apprentice of a legendary shipwright, eh? My merchant's nose is tickling. It's the sin of commerce.
turn around and leave. You won't find anything here but an incomplete ship.
Lucky for me, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Excuse me?
The name's Partitio. I'm a merchant from that big old western continent. Mind if I take a gander at your work?
This ship is not for sale.
Ooh-wee. This is what that rich fellow was complaining about, costing an arm and a leg.
He asked me my price, so I told him. Nothing more to it.
Well, how much is this here tub? I'm mighty curious myself now.
100,000 leaves. But I already said it wasn't for sale. If you have a problem with that, you can just go home.
Wow.
Huh, so that's the miserable vessel, huh? Half finished and left high and dry for a while by the looks of it. My merchant sense is tingling. This here ship's a must-buy. 100,000, huh? I don't have that sort of capital on me right now. I'll need to save up, then swing back when I do.
I need to save up that much? Holy crap. Okay. That's a pretty penny. I don't think I have anywhere near that much. Yeah. I have 90. I don't want to give you 100,000. That's like all my money. Oh wait. Okay, yeah, I'm almost there. I can't steal from her though. Oh, I have to. Why can't I steal from her? Let me steal some of it so that I can give it back to her. Yeah, I haven't really bought equipment yet. I've bought just like a tiny bit. Nothing amazing. Is there anything bad here? Nah. I can't see. But nothing's happening, so I don't think there's anything bad here. Fine. I guess that's it for him for now. Hold on. Yeah, okay. I was trying to see if I saw any more of those things. And I don't. At the very least, by the time you do need this, you should have a lot more. Yes, yeah. That's at least good. 15, 18, 31. 17. Are these also in the 30s? Close enough. Might as well be. 15. He's not 15, but 16, 37, 37, 18, right? 14. So she is the closest. She's got she's level 14. Maybe we'll go do hers. Do it in order. Where's the... Get out of the way. That's right. I just told the stairs. Get out of my way. Yeah, Agnea and Hikari were the first two I did, and they weren't bad. Nice. What am I doing?
I'll take.
Don't waste my time just talking. Fine, then I'll rob from you. Did I already?
Good
Get out of the way. Hello. Alright. Okay. 1 second. She's 14, so hopefully this won't be too much of a... Oops. Nice.
I'll take good care of this. So I guess she doesn't really have a percentage. She's either gonna steal it or she's not high enough level like this. Not steal it. She's not stealing. She's asking politely. Fruit knife. No, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. First things first, I've got to find me the tasty ingredients around. In the cave out east would do the trick. Oh, you want me to go get it? I already stole from you. Oh, I stole a decent item from you. Right. So that's actually where I want to be. If I'm doing her quests. So, does this mean that these two, whoever they are, could do their quest with her? Or it just means eventually I'll have 2 other people? For stealing is just 0 RNG. Well, with Throne, you can gamble for high level loot if you want, yeah. Those are later chapters. Okay, so it's not necessarily like what it was with Temenos and Throne. It's just, yeah. Cool. Then let's go ahead and do it. So this is New Delsta. The
Oops, I didn't mean to press that.
Wow.
Horses.
Excuse me, madam.
Get out of the road.
My apologies.
Move.
Mama took us all around the western continent when we were little, but I don't remember any city quite like this. What's this? Superstar? These signs are everywhere. I wonder what a superstar is like.
I can't wait to see Dulcinea perform. We should count ourselves lucky to see the greatest dancer in the land. If we don't hurry, all the good seats will be taken. Let's go!
Maybe these folks can show me the way to this superstar. It's worth a try.
I once visited this town with the Pontiff. I like this. These really do remind me of the skits from Tales. Really, I'm sure the children were all smiles with you around. Your paper plays are so much fun to see. I think there may be a misunderstanding. Putting on paper plays is not my occupation, not my main one at least. Alright, you're a detective. I regret to inform you that I am not a detective either, though I do similar work as an inquisitor. So what you're saying is, you do inquiries into paper plays? No, I do not. Aw, poor Agnea.
I just noticed there's another kitty on the bench. And it meowed. I didn't even talk to him and he meowed. Okay. Why am I skipping all these people? No, no, part ways. Hit the wrong button. At least now I know you can part ways, but
I'll
like,
take that.
I didn't want to.
I'll take that.
I'm really just going around stealing. Oh, I already stole from you. I have nothing more to say to you. Stealing people's old lockets, stealing candy from kids, selling Agnea's possessions, all of her savings, just taking it from her.
Oh my!
Oops, I'm not on it auto advance anymore.
This place is gigantic! I've never seen anything so big in my life! If only the folks back home could see this. I can't let it intimidate me. I've gotta keep going.
No, not food. Hi, Lethal. How are you doing?
Ticket, please.
Hope you have had a really good start to your weekend.
You need a ticket to see the show.
Should I ticket?
Ticket? That's a fun word to say. But I didn't have anything like that back home. Well, Mom always said to do as the locals do.
When in Rome.
So I need to find myself a ticket.
Buy a ticket. Oh my, what a cute little puppy. Is she your friend, Throne? She hasn't stopped following me around since I fed her dried strawberries. Haha, you've got a real kind heart, Throne. For some reason, I feel at ease around her. Dogs are free to live as they please. They don't fret over the future. I wish I could be one of them, but not really. If you were a dog, I'm sure you'd be a high-class one with this silky and shiny coat. Huh? Nothing. Yeah, that was kind of a strange... What? Oh, wait. No. I don't mind doing side quests, I just don't want to do one right now. But yeah, I hope you've had a really good week so far and that your weekend is going well. Lito. Have you been doing some mining? I received a ticket to the theater, but I regrettably won't have time to see the show. Well, then give it to me. What perfect timing. Please take my ticket. Oh, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy yourself. I don't want to ambush her. But then she left. Okay, so I need to go back this way. Hi, I'm back with the ticket.
Ticket, please.
I have one right here.
Oh, she sounds so proud of herself. I have one right here.
To the theater.
I will. Thank you.
She's very happy about that. I definitely know what a ticket is. Yep.
Please be seated. The show will begin shortly.
Looks like I'm just in time.
with a voice sweeter than honey, and dazzling dances that outshine the brightest gems. Please welcome the woman who defined the word star, the greatest dancer in the land, Dulcinea Lucille!
Who?
All for you. I was born to be a star. But it is thanks to you that I can
Wow.
truly shine. Now then, let the night begin.
Oh, I'm getting Parasite Eve vibes. I'm not sure if you guys have played Parasite Eve. That's what this is making me think of. I am not the biggest fan of opera. This made me think of the opera from Final Fantasy VI. Yes, that too. Yeah, yeah. That's probably more apt. Seeing as the theater didn't like set fire and burn.
That was incredible. I could feel my own heart dancing. And everyone looked so happy. She really is the greatest dancer in the land.
Hey, let me go! That hurt, damn it.
If you want to watch the show, buy a ticket like everyone else.
What's got your purse strings in a knot? I just wanted to take a peek.
Dulcinea, the greatest dancer in the land, graces our stage.
Is that the horror game with the camera?
We are a
I'm
theater,
mistaking it for.
not
I don't remember a camera.
when you have money,
Could be though.
or
I didn't
not at all.
finish Parasite Eve. I actually didn't play too far into it. I remembered liking it, but I don't remember a lot about it.
Good grief.
It is a horror game
Well,
though, sort of.
Show's over, and
Yeah.
it looks like the stars are out of my reach.
I just remember the opening, which is that scene with the opera.
So that was all for you. It's no wonder she's a superstar.
Well, well. You've got some hot moves, kid.
Hot moves?
That's right. I missed Dulcinea's show, but seeing you has me all fired up.
I'm glad. I'm quite fired up myself.
She sounds like she didn't quite know how to take that.
The town is overflowing with dreams.
You got that right. The name's Gil, by the way. I run a tavern in the back streets. Did you know that dreams taste like beans?
Beans?
I serve more than just spirits at my tavern. I've got freshly ground coffee, too. Come see for yourself.
Probably.
I owe you a cup for
Yeah.
that dancer.
Really?
Of course. You're more than welcome.
Okie dokie. I mean, I feel like we shouldn't just trust everybody we meet in the city, but... No, I can't steal from him. Ah. I already stole from you, and yet I pushed the button anyway. I've already stole from everybody. Give me that.
I'll take that.
Oops. Leave, there's nothing. Yes.
Good night.
Told me to leave. So I can't steal from you people? There's a chest. Dagger! Oh, and then they're gone. Fine. Wait, there's a dude back there. No, don't ambush him, but we can get this.
I'll take good care of it.
I'm liking the stories tonight. The different chapters.
Welcome to Montrain's Tavern.
It smells so good in here.
Here, have a cup of coffee. You won't regret it.
It's bittersweet.
The flavor of dreams. Only a handful of folks can become stars. The rest are just stardust in the wind. Or so some folks say. In any case, take a load off.
That's a beautiful piano. Can you play it?
Montrain could. He was a famous pianist and a master at captivating people with song. After he retired, he took up tending this very tavern. I was born in this town, and every day was as boring as the last. Except when I could hear him playing the piano from the alley. Hearing those melodies made me forget about my troubles. Yeah, those were hot sounds. I came here whenever I could. Montrain even taught me how to play the piano. I wanted to be able to make music like him, to make others smile. So, I practiced and practiced. Sometimes the patrons laughed at me or jeered, but I never gave up. Before I knew it, years had passed. And no one paid any mind to my music. Montrain grew old and passed away. That's when it finally hit me. I've got no talent. After that, I took up tending the tavern and selling spirits.
Enough reminiscing. I'm thirsty, Gil.
Like, stop talking. I want my drink.
Good grief. Is this going on your tab, too? You know you have to pay that someday, right?
Gil,
Well, not if you keep serving the
I
drinks.
want to
Then I
hear
don't
you
have
play
to
the
pay it.
piano.
Sorry, but I quit.
As you should.
Dude.
Dreams are good for nothing but getting you hurt.
Say, Gil, would you mind if I danced here?
That was rude.
Why
I
would you
gave
want
up
to do
playing the
that?
piano. As you should. Yeah, that
I
gets
guess
brutal.
I just feel like it.
Like, dude.
Of course. You're more than welcome to.
Thank you. Now then, we need an audience if we're going to have a show. I'll go gather a
Oh, is
crowd.
this me? Yeah. I was like, this will be me.
Hey, now, don't get too carried away. I can only handle so many here.
Poor guy.
Bring any patrons you find to me, okay?
Okay. See you soon, Gil.
I like Gil. He seems kind of cool.
Something tells me things are about to get a lot livelier in here.
Which, for a small business, could be good. Maybe not. I can't go down the stairs. Maybe he was serving drinks after all. Oh. Chance of success 60? Shall we? I'm really hoping there's other options and I don't have to try that 60.
That was fast.
I don't want to.
Will do.
I might be stuck with that 60 though. No, it looks like there's several. I don't know how many I need, but when they showed the first scene with Go, I thought he was gonna be a creeper. Yeah, he does kind of 72. That's why I was like, yeah, because we should trust everybody we meet in the big city. 60. Wow. $100. Let's go with you. I gotta go all the way back. Whee! We have quite the long train, which I think is awesome. I wish more of them had that. Where am I going up here?
Oh, you found another. Come on in.
This is just the beginning, Gil.
It's like, oh great, let's overwhelm my business. Okay. Back down the stairs. You were 60. I don't like 60%. I'm gonna save because I may have to do 60%. $96. Please don't bite me. Okay. I was like, please don't let that 4% bite me. Cool. Bite her. No, don't bite me. 4% should not screw me over.
Crowd. Are you really going back out again?
Start the performance. Is there a reason to not start? Like, is there a reason to get more people? That isn't how percentages work. I know, but 96% chance of success. I don't want the 4% to be like, ah. Then I think you're good to start. Okay.
Crowd's all warmed up. What say we get the
I know
show
it's not how it works, but that's what I'm gonna say. Yay, everybody's happy.
Was incredible.
I've never seen anyone dance like that before.
Thank you, everyone!
I knew it. Your moves really are hot. To tell the truth, I was hoping you would dance for them too.
Say, Gil. Would you mind if I stayed here to dance for a while?
Oh, not at all. But I wouldn't be able to pay you for it.
I don't mind at all. Now then, let the dance continue.
Several days later.
Did you hear? Gil's got a dancer over at his tavern. They say seeing her steps will lift your spirits.
That sounds so weird.
Really? Maybe we should check it out.
Good morning.
Feeling any better now?
Huh?
Yeah, a little.
Morning, everybody. You're early.
You seem surprised. I'm an early riser.
Damn.
Is something wrong, Gil?
I was so busy getting ready here that I forgot to restock.
I can take care of that. I'll leave the cleaning to you, Gil.
Thanks, kid.
Oh.
Out of my way!
My apologies.
No, he seems like a real joy. I can tell he's going to be our new favorite character.
What was that all about? Maybe he was one of Gil's patrons.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I can ask him after I finish the shopping.
He totally looks like someone that visits that tavern bar establishment.
Back so soon, kid? Did you forget something?
It seems like business is booming for you.
I know you. You're the guy from the theater. What brings a man of your esteem to my humble tavern?
I came to remind you of your place.
That sounds wonderful.
And fresh bread and spices. That's everything. That's the man I saw earlier.
Oh, good sir. Spare a leaf or two for this old man?
How revolting! This is why the poor disgust me.
Wow.
I've had more than I can bear.
Yeah, I was like, he reminds me of the guy from Partitio's story.
Are you alright?
What's this? Another mangy cur? There simply is no end to your numbers. Luckily for you, I have work to do at the theater.
Wait! How dare he? Next time I see his face, I'll give him a piece of my mind.
I don't think that'll go over very well. Before I go back in there. Just walked right through that guy. Man. Yeah, she's mad. Her accent came out and everything.
What happened here? Gil! Are you alright? Your face is...
Ah, you mean this? Don't worry about it. I fell.
Oh.
You poor liar, Gil. Who did this to you?
The theater manager.
Is that the man I saw earlier? But why?
Seeing this tavern thrive just didn't sit well with him. He said if we perform again, he'll destroy the whole place.
That's awful.
Our joy here is always fleeting at best. We're used to it.
Dreams really are good for nothing but getting you hurt.
Gil.
After you came here, kid, I admit, I felt hopeful.
Poor Gil.
Everyone here was so happy. It reminded me of my own dreams. So I started playing the piano again, writing songs. But it just wasn't enough to make those dreams come true. I'm just stardust in the wind.
Please don't say that. Dreams aren't good for nothing. You said that man managed the theater, right?
Let's go kick his ass.
He has no right to trample on the dreams of others. So I'm gonna go over there and give him an earful.
Really?
Kid.
Okay. Go to the manager. Oops. I know I need to go that way. Where is... There's a save point down here. Oh, and a weapon store. Oh. Hello. No.
I'll take that.
Wrong button. Because I keep pushing the thing in the middle. Okay. Bye. See, I don't know which one of these is actually worth getting for people. If I'm better off getting armor or weapons or apparently a leather helm for her. Like part of me wants to just grab these for all of them. Maybe not Throne. I'm kind of relying on her speed. That would be expensive. They give max SP as well. I kind of want to get a few of those. Would you recommend I go ahead and get it for Throne as well, even though it drops her speed down a little bit? I mean, it doesn't drop it a ton, but it does drop it. Yeah, if I don't use it on her, I'll use it on somebody else. It raises her max SP a lot. I'll go ahead and use it. Yeah, SP is better. Yeah. Huh. Probably like 30 SP's way, a little bit of speed drop, yeah. I'm gonna get a couple of these to put on these two. And I'm getting this for her because she is kind of my weakest one, so I want her up her defense a little bit. She definitely has the lowest defense out of all of them. Okay. That's probably all I'll do for now. Unless there's just something amazing that... Accuracy, what does Light Wand do? That's nice. Okay. Yeah, unless there's just something really amazing that I missed. Did I already steal from you? Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am, but there's no show today.
Where is that manager?
Here to kick your manager's butt.
Who might I ask is looking for him?
An enraged mob.
Ah, that's him right there.
Wait, ma'am, you can't just go in there.
Oh, that dude's... I feel like that dude's gonna get fired. It's like, he just go running right past him. Alright. Okay, can't open that door. Hi, people. Bye, people that I can't steal from. Just don't mind me, I'm looking for chests.
Ready to be prey?
Found one, but I also found weird people in here.
Ready?
Okay, I don't know what you're weak against. Not that. Oh, nice. Oh, what? Oh, I didn't realize her speed was that fast. Cool. Regardless of...
Forgive me. My prey awaits.
I think I do have somebody for everybody that can have one. Throne can't, but I do think I have a follower for everybody. We don't have Joe because I didn't bring Partitio. But...
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Are you weak to... No.
Time to shine.
Gonna keep trying though. Try wind.
Whirlwind blow. So that's it. My
Wind.
prey awaits. Akala.
Kala doesn't mess around, man. Wait, I went right past it. Oh no, I didn't. I'm on the wrong freaking thing! That is what I was looking for. I've been up since 4 AM, I'm tired.
Bravo, Brony.
Bravo.
Now die. Where was I?
Oh wow, that was cool.
It's my turn now. You don't want to miss this.
My turn.
Die, lady. So you're not weak against daggers.
And And so it goes.
Level up! I want the SP back. Okay. Refreshing jam. I don't know that I've had a jam that I would necessarily call refreshing.
My prey awaits.
Oh, it's little lanterns with blades on them. Didn't we fight these? Why do I not know what they're weak against? Call and get them. Spears.
Now then.
Not daggers.
Ready? Well, well. That's your weakness.
Whoa, Throne. Blaze on.
Oh, these are... These don't want to die.
Cleaning time.
Go ahead and do that again.
To work. Blaze on. Flame. That's how it's done.
Let's go.
I guess she doesn't need it. I figured I'd have to break them all again.
I wasn't expecting that.
Level? No. Close, but no. Apricot jam is maybe refreshing? Yeah, I like apricot jam. Well, there's no save point, so I'm going to assume that this isn't the boss fight. Yet, at least. They're so good about giving me save points before boss fights.
Excuse me?
They're going to catch me off guard.
Mr. Manager, wait right there.
He's like, oh, okay. He does seem like the accommodating type. Especially the, wait right there so I can come yell at you.
The hunt is on.
They're like, no. Oh, it's nighttime.
Ready?
Has it been nighttime this whole time? Let's go with bows, just because I know at least she's weak to them.
Well.
Oh, but only her. Okay.
Time to shine.
Daggers?
There. So that's it. I'm feeling all
Oh.
better.
Very well.
Thank you, weird lady.
Blaze on. Flame.
Not that either.
Here we go.
Right,
Come on,
go.
then. Right. Come on, then.
I like the
Now let's
the
grab
turtle.
some food.
What is this? What is this? Simple costume. I don't know who that's for. Apparently, she can wear it. Ow. It didn't Agnea just level? I guess she did, and then I dagger danced or something.
Do be gentle.
There's a save point marked on the map.
so I'm a little worried that there's a boss fight coming soon.
What to do?
What to do? Not a thief skill. Do this.
Well, well.
To work.
Oh, nice!
It's my turn now.
I was not expecting that to actually
That's the way, Agnea.
be strong against him. I have a cat walking all over me.
Go on then.
That's all.
Let's go. Akala. Now let's grab some food.
Yeah, she did just level. I think the only one, yeah, is her. She's the only one that can use daggers, other than Throne. Nope. See, in chapter 1, they all had save points and merchants right by the. Oh God, what is he?
My turn.
This one we don't get. Actually, I don't know what he's weak against. I don't want to. Light Guardian. Daggers were. I want to break him. He scares me for some reason. He's big and he looks mean and has a big axe. And he's not dying, but I capture. You can capture him? Oh. I kind of want to get rid of this one because it's not all. But I feel like instead I should get rid of one of the twos. But I like having the alls. They've been so helpful. She's my only spear person right now. But am I really gonna use it? I can probably get it back if I really want it later. But I want this guy. Why am I hesitating so much? Just do it.
Let's go. Go on then.
That's pretty cool. I like him.
Time.
Okay. What are you weak against? Probably not daggers? No daggers.
To work.
Tough decisions, yeah. And I hesitate. I'm always worried I'm gonna mess it up. That doesn't help.
Now die. May the sacred flame guide you, or something like that.
Then I was like, well, I can probably just go back and get that again. I don't think he was a rare one. Okay, why is... Oh, there's a chest up there. I was like, why is there a ladder going up to nowhere? Probably a good sign. You'll probably find a better version of that monster soon enough. Yeah. We have skills. Raise the physical defense and elemental defense of a single ally for 2 turns. Or revive. Revive all allies. That is expensive. I know there's one that does a double spear attack on everyone. That is very nice. I wonder how far in that one is. I'm thinking revive, but this one may be very useful for the next thing. Because there's a save point here. I know there's a boss. So, any opinions between revive and prayer to the flame? I kind of prayer is better. Okay, because we have those olives, yeah. Which sounds weird that I use the olive to revive people, especially since I don't like olives. I guess, yeah, if you force-fed me an olive, I might wake up. I barely used any of those two, if I'm honest. Revive only gives you 1 health with no boost. Ouch! Increase the party's success rate when attempting to flee. That's not bad. Haven't run too much, but... Okay. Now I change it to daytime. So... Well, that's kind of cool. I didn't realize you could use jerky for that. Yes, I'm that dumb. Where... I kind of want to go into this with full things. Temenos, you have way too much mana. I don't know if I care about her having it, but we'll do it. I didn't save, so if it ends up that, you know, I need those.
You're the one who attacked Gil and the others, aren't you?
Oh, she's mad.
And you're their house dancer, aren't you? Have you come here looking for a real job?
No, I came to talk to
Not
you.
if you're my boss.
I merely gave them what they deserved for daring to imitate my fine theater. This town has no need for 2 such establishments. Those patrons are mine by right. Anyone wishing to be entertained need look no further than where we stand.
You regret trying to take away people's fun.
There's no greater fun than can be had in these halls. Of course, the tickets may be beyond the means of the rabble.
But they still have Montraine's Tavern. That's a place of hope for them. I want Gil to be able to dream again. So promise me you won't lay another finger on that tavern.
I don't think he's gonna promise that. Not willingly, right now at least.
Like that. If you won't leave, then I will swat you like the annoying
She's got really
fly
good
you
music,
are.
yeah.
You won't swat me.
Okay. First movement.
Oh dear.
Wait, what? Why did his vulnerabilities just lock? Agnea's final boss name is one of the best songs in the game. That's cool and fitting, seeing as she's the dancer. I feel like that's really cool that she's got really good. Why did his vulnerabilities just lock? Not that I know what they are, but what the hell?
Come, little lamb.
Cleaning time.
What is he weak against? Okay. Do I need to clear out these first? Do this one.
My prey awaits. Come on then. All right.
Let's break him first.
What to do?
Very well.
I don't know what his other vulnerability is. But why are 3 of his locked? I don't like that. I feel like I did something wrong. Okay, I don't think you're weak to that. I also kind of want to save his for healing. Oh,
Here we go.
good job, dude. Townsperson. Oh, with her provoke, I can't actually make a call it attack just the boss. Can I? Nominal beast, raise your physical attack, evasion, and speed for 3 turns. Okay.
Sorry, but I need to wrap this bunch up.
Yeah, monsters can't target. Yeah. That's the only bad thing about the ones that are single target. Stop casting shit on him.
Come on then.
My turn.
Alright.
Very well.
I don't like them. Are you weak to that? No. Damn. But dude took care of it. That was the one upside to Lynn from the first game. It had an attack all move. That's cool. Innkeeper. Those whatever those are, dancers, they're not really doing a whole lot of them buffing him right now.
You're too kind. Here we go.
I want him broken. I don't like having bosses up. I feel like, I don't know.
Holy light, illuminate the darkness.
So if those are locked, oh, they broke him. Good job, younger twin. If those are vulnerabilities are locked right now, if I hit them, will it still show that it would be one? I don't know. Ruinous kick.
Forgive me.
It does? Okay. Ah, fire. Okay. So that's one that's locked. I don't really want that though. Because I don't have a lot of fire. You just wouldn't lower, yeah.
There. Thank you.
Comes out and heals and then sets everybody on fire. Yeah.
Come on then.
My turn.
I kind of have a bad feeling about killing the, what are those? The dancers? Because I feel like that has something to do with his vulnerabilities. And I don't really like that.
Don't blink.
Where was I? Be healed.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I just healed.
Heavy-footed, aren't you?
I need to use some of her boosts.
There. I owe you one.
Okay, that's helpful. I like that innkeeper.
To work.
I like that she just runs out and heals and runs away.
Thank you. Let's go. Come on then.
Okay. So if I keep them broken, they don't do a lot. They still don't really do that much. When they do that, that really didn't do that much damage.
Very well. Be healed.
I appreciate it, Temenos.
My turn.
Yes, your turn. Trying to think. Hunter can stun them all, and then next time I can dump boosts.
There. My prey awaits. Come on then. Right. I'm starving! Wahoo! That's my quarry!
Oh, nice!
My turn. Sorry, but I won't hold back. Heavy-footed, aren't you?
Time to shine! I can do whatever I set my mind to. Forgive me.
He's still not dead.
To work.
I want to save his for healing. He is yellow though. I'm starving. Proceeds to bite humans. Yep.
Holy life.
She's one of my favorite characters. I like her. Okay, everybody's that out. He's yellow. I don't know if he's gonna do some nasty thing now that I've lowered his health enough.
Are you trying to upset me?
Yeah.
Temenos.
Temenos is not doing well.
Ready? Well, well. Prepare yourself.
Perfect, Throne. Come on then.
Can I dance? Can I dance? Can I capture one of the dancers? That'd be kind of cool. Hopefully that's enough to heal him. Good.
Now then.
What to do?
There. Let's go.
I wish I could aim her pets. I don't know if he's weak to any of that. single. Try that one. Nope.
To work.
Not a horrible one though. Oh, great. Oh wait, did they snap her out of it? Is that how that works? If you punch her, she wakes up? I kind of want to save his heals for when we all need it.
I appreciate it, Temenos.
Ready?
They beat sense into her, yeah. It's like, no, you don't like us.
You're too kind.
Let's go. Come on then. It's my turn now. There.
Oh, that would have healed her anyway.
I owe you one. That's the way, Agnea.
But I'd rather be safe than sorry. He's not gonna attack the right one. I can feel it. I knew he was gonna attack the right one. Yeah, she heals for a lot. It's been very, very nice. What does her latent power do? Spread the effects of single target skills to... Which would normally be really good. But I don't really want that right now.
Cleaning time.
They're really not... The dancers really aren't doing that much. Yeah, do that.
Heavy-footed, aren't you?
To work.
Die already, cheers! Damn.
Agnea!
Which heal?
Be healed.
It's my turn now.
That was a little on the rude side, dude.
My turn.
No, that's right.
You're too kind.
Here we go.
I want her latent power back. She does quite a bit. Hunter skills, precise shot.
And yeah.
What to do?
Oh, he's red. That's good. I hope. I feel weird leaving the dancers up, but yeah.
To work.
Because based on the vulnerabilities down there, the first one is flame. If it still goes in order, I feel like the other two are going to be spells. And I feel like that has something to do with these dancers. And I kind of want to keep the dagger vulnerability. Yeah, the other two are magic. And I'm not a real magic heavy team right now. The most I have is, what, Holy Light and Wind. Dark with Throne. I just don't deal a ton of...
Take that.
It's my turn now.
So I kind of want to keep my dagger vulnerabilities up.
you.
Have 1,000 health.
Right. Go on then. Let's just finish this.
Oh, that one hurt.
Are you trying to assist me?
My turn. You're too kind.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on then. It's my turn now.
Oh dear.
He's like, oh dear, everyone's hurt.
Be healed.
Holy.
Dude. What the hell was that?
I'll take this.
What to do?
Watch me.
No, not that.
Playtime's over. Heavy-footed, aren't you? Cleaning time. Heavy-footed, aren't you?
It's my turn now.
Gotta almost be dead. He was already red and I just did almost 2,000 damage to him. I don't want to boost that.
There. I did it.
Oh! Maybe I did want to boost it. He's dead.
I'm feeling all better. Let's go. Go on then. Time to finish this. It's my turn now. This is forgive me. I did it. Thank you.
Yay! Now I want to know what happens if I had killed the dancers.
Damn you! This isn't over yet!
That's quite
Easy.
enough.
Madame Dulcinea!
What's that, lady? Thought I was born to be
I
a
was
star.
wondering what all the commotion was about. You are to leave that little tavern alone. Do you hear me?
But my lady...
Have you no shame? Need I remind you who I am?
Killing the dancers would have unlocked his weaknesses, but like you
I
said,
am
you didn't have a lot
Dulcinea
of magic.
Lucille,
If he killed the
continental
dancers first, he would have had...
superstar.
Yeah.
The realm rejoices when
Would
I
that have
dance.
locked the dagger weakness? Like, does it
There is
flip?
none who can compare to my splendor.
No.
Now then, promise this young woman that you won't harm that tavern ever again.
You'd have all 5 unlocked.
Because
Oh,
I refuse
okay.
to dance at a theater owned by such a disgraceful man.
What? I promise.
Good. That settles that.
Dulcinea.
That dress and hairpin are lovely, dear.
She sounds kind of fake.
It's my dream to be a star, just like you.
Is that so? Then there is one thing you should know. The path to stardom is laden with thorns, little dancer.
Yeah. I don't think I like her.
Kid. We were all worried, so we came to find you.
Thank you. All of you. The tavern should be safe from now on. Agnea made that manager promise not to hurt you guys anymore.
Dulcinea did that for us?
Hmm.
I'm sorry, kid. You had to go in all alone?
Don't fret about it. How's your face?
I didn't go in all alone. You know, I had
It'll
Throne
take more
and...
than that to do me in. And my partner's alive and well, too.
Your partner?
Oh,
you
cool.
fixed the piano! Thank goodness.
Yeah, it's still got some life in it yet.
Then let's celebrate. We can put on another show here. Is something wrong?
You can't stay in a place like this, kid. There's a whole world out there that could use cheer like yours.
Gil.
From here on out, all of us here will be putting on shows together. We'll try to bring whatever little hope we can to this town.
Thank you.
That's our line. You helped us remember something important.
Gil?
Take this as a token of my gratitude.
He plays the piano very well.
Thank you, Gil. That was a beautiful song.
So whatever
Thank
jerk
you,
that was,
kid.
it's like, well, you should give it.
It's been hot.
Don't be a stranger, Agnea.
Yeah, come dance at the tavern anytime.
Thank you, everyone.
I want you to have this, kid, as a parting gift.
Sheet music?
That's pretty cool.
I call it Song of Hope. It's the song we played the other night. I know it's not much, but I hope you get some use out of it.
Are you sure, Gil? The song...
It's the least I can give you after all you gave us.
Must say hot with lots of emphasis, yes.
This song really is beautiful. I can feel the hope in every note. You truly are amazing, Gil.
It's just the notes, unfortunately. The words wouldn't come to me.
Would you mind if I wrote them?
He's a dancer and a writer?
I think I might find some words as I go on my journey.
I hope you do. I'd love to hear it when it's finished. Say, kid, what did you feel when coming to this town?
I felt...
The thing is, I played it in Japanese, and he even says it the English hot in Japanese dub too. Oh yeah. In this town, I felt the worth of a dream, the courage to rise again, unshakable pride. I want to say the worth of a dream. Do you guys remember what you guys picked? And do you know if this actually has an impact? I'm going to say The Worth of a Dream because I like that one because we've been talking about dreams this whole time. So that's the one that I like. You picked Dream. That seems the most fitting to me. You picked Rise Again. That too. I like that one too because Gil, he does rise again. So they all fit. I'm gonna go with The Worth of a Dream because that was my gut.
I want to put those feelings into the song. I'd like to experience all sorts of things on this journey.
Okay,
and turn
so
them into music. And I want to sing and dance to this song and bring smiles to everyone's faces.
I know you can do it, kid. You're going to be a star someday.
Gil, I could say the same to you.
in the metropolis of New Delsta, Agnea is dazed by who she meets. Dazzled. Why did I say dazed? I need sleep. On the stage, countless superstar who shines bright in a rundown tavern and pianist with humble dreams of happiness. The bright lights of the city illuminate her path. She continues her journey, a single sheet of music in hand. She's dazed, dazzled. Agnea must be having way more animations than the others. I mean that not because she yeah. Feels like she has way more. Yeah, she's way more expressive.
Kind to that dancer, Madame Dulcinea.
Oh.
Kind.
Long pause.
Perish the thought. That tavern is no threat to me. More importantly, are things proceeding according to plan? Yes, my lady. Music to my ears.
Yeah, she kind of has the voice of a Dylan. Yeah. Not too surprised by that. She kind of stank from miles away. Yeah, she does the villain hair flip too. Like, yeah, I didn't care for her. Okie dokie. That's gonna be it for me tonight. I apparently need sleep. Reading Dazzled is dazed. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for hanging out. I had a lot of fun. I'm enjoying this game a lot. Next time it might be Final Fantasy II because it's been a while since I've played it. But we'll see what I'm in the mood for. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, a wonderful start to your weekend. And I will catch you next time. Not convinced you enjoyed it, but lethal. Probably should extend stream to 6 hours. Yes, do 12-hour stream and then you'll know that I enjoyed it. Thanks for the stream. I enjoyed my time. Yay! Okay, I hope that you guys have a good evening. Take care, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Bye!